Number 7. Gary Payton. Kicking off our list is a player whose whole identity was built on getting under his opponent's skin. Gary Payton, the Glove, was a master of psychological warfare, a point guard with a defender's grit and a showman's charisma. When he was on the floor, you never got a moment of peace, and his relentless trash talk was just as sharp as his lockdown defense. Jordan, the king of trash talk himself, was usually unfazed. But Payton was different. He didn't just talk, he backed it up with a ferocious, physical style that bordered on hostile. Payton's plan for guarding Jordan was simple and brutal. In his own words, a lot of people backed down to Mike. I didn't. I made it a point, I said just tire him out. Tire the F out of him. I just kept hitting him and banging him, and it took a toll on Mike. Their most famous showdown came in the 1996 NBA Finals. After the Bulls roared to a 3-0 lead, Sonics coach George Karl finally put Payton on Jordan. The switch had a clear impact. The Sonics won the next 2 games, and while the exact stats are still debated, Jordan's scoring efficiency took a noticeable dip. In those games with Payton as the primary defender, Jordan had to work much harder for his points than he was used to. Years later, during The Last Dance, Jordan was shown a clip of Payton claiming his defense changed the series. In typical MJ fashion, he just laughed it off. I had no problem with the glove, he said with a smirk. But the eye test and Jordan's own subtle admissions tell a different story.
The glove. I had no problem with the glove. I had no problem with Gary Payton.
Even in his dismissal, there was an unspoken acknowledgement. Jordan respected Payton not because he thought the glove could stop him, but because Payton had the guts and the game to try. He wasn't afraid. He was a pest, a nuisance, and one of the few defenders who could make Jordan work for every single point. For a competitor like Michael Jordan, that kind of fearless challenge commanded respect.